Hi, so this is one of my favourite morning stretch sequences. So the movements are all aimed at helping wake you up and just getting some movement into the major muscles in your body and also mobilising through your joints. It's also just a really nice way to start to focus on your breath and set yourself up really well for the day ahead. So we're going to start off with the feet, and you're going to peel your right foot up from your heel, lifting it up, peeling it up, coming up onto the big toe and then placing it back down again. And then you're going to do the same thing on the left foot, so peeling all the way off the floor up to the big toe and then placing it down again. So as you do this, just tune in with your breath, take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. I'm going to do one more on each foot. Good. Okay, both feet down flat on the floor. You're just going to bring your shoulders up towards your ears and then press them down again. As you do so, you're going to breathe in. So you lift up and out as you come down. Now I'm going to add a little rolling kind of motion, so rolling the shoulders back, opening up through the chest. Good. Lovely. And then you're going to bring your feet about shoulder width apart, and you're just going to roll your neck from side to side, so just some little semicircles. Let your head drop down and then let it just come over to from shoulder to shoulder. So we're not straining anything, it should feel nice, like nice easy movements. And then the head just comes back to center and eyes gaze forward. Arms up to shoulder height, and you're just going to bend your knees and little half squat down. Okay, so just check in with your feet. You want those feet planted down firmly on the ground. Feel the connection with the floor. Good. And breathe in as you come down and breathe out as you come up. Breathing in. Good. And one more. Well done. Okay, I'm going to turn side on so you can see what I'm doing for this. So if you're working on a mat, you want to come to the top of your mat. Feet are together, feet flat on the ground. You're going to bring your arms up nice and high. And then you're just going to come forward and you're going to sweep the floor with your hands and then coming up. So breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. Good. And then coming up, bending your knees and soft to the knees as you come up and out of this sweeping motion. Good. Lovely. Bring your hands back into a prayer position in front of your chest. Good. Arms come up nice and high. You're going to come down, rolling down. Hands go onto the front of your shins, and when you're just going to hold here for a minute, and then you're going to try and flatten your back, straighten out through the back, and straighten out through your legs. And hold it here. Bending your knees slightly, hands come down onto the ground. You're just going to walk your feet back, just to here, just to a hover position. Bring your knees down to the ground, feet come together, knees come out to a little diamond. You're going to push your bum back onto your heels into a child's pose. Good. Breathing in and out. Okay, you're going to shift your weight forward, staying down on your knees. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. And then you're going to bend your elbows and lowering your chest and your tummy down all in one movement. Good. Coming onto your forearms, you're just going to push yourself up with an in-breath. And then breathing out, coming down onto the floor. Good. You're going to tuck your toes under. You're going to push yourself up. You're either going to come up onto all fours, like this, or you're going to tuck your toes under and come up into your downward facing dog. So you choose which option feels good for you. Okay. And then you sort of hold here. If you're on all fours, you can just take some nice deep breaths in and out. Good. If you're up in your downward facing dog, I want you to just push one heel down at a time. Well done. Okay. And then you're going to bring your feet up in between your hands, and then coming up, and bring your hands back down to prayer. Good. Reaching up, breathing in, breathing out, come down to the floor. Hands come onto the front of your shins, straighten through that back. Good. Straighten through the legs. Bend your knees. Walk your feet out. This time you're going to come out to a nice straight, strong plank. Hold here. If you need to, you can drop down onto your knees now into this position. Otherwise, you're going to stay up here, and then you're going to bend your elbows and lower your body down to the ground. Good. Bringing your forearms, coming up onto your forearms. Coming up. Good. Lowering your chest down. Tuck your toes under. You're going to push yourself up into your downward facing dog. Good. Hold it here. And just pushing those heels down one at a time. Good. Now from here, you're going to step your right foot forward in between your legs. You can hop your foot forward if you need to, or you can just bring your leg forward in one movement, depending on how flexible you are. We're going to hold here. Good. So you want to be able to see your foot in front of you. Your knee shouldn't be over your toe. And you're going to reach up with your right arm and eyes gaze up to the ceiling, so nice and open through your shoulders and open through your chest. Breathing in and out. Right hand comes down, right leg goes back into a plank, left leg comes forward. Just breathing in and out, really nice deep hip flexor stretch. And then reaching that left arm up, eyes come up to the ceiling. Breathing in and out. Good. Hand comes down, step that foot back out, holding your plank, and then you're going to step your feet forward to the front of your mat. Coming up, arms come up high, and breathing out, back down to your prayer position. We're going to do that one more time through. Arms come up nice and high, folding forward. Hands on the front of the shins, straightening out through the back. Breathing in and out. Hands come down onto the ground, step back into your plank. Hold, hold, hold. Bending your elbows, lowering yourself down to the ground. Coming up onto your forearms, pushing up, lowering your chest down to the ground, tuck your toes under, back up into your downward facing dog. This time you're going to push both heels down, so just have a play around with your placement of your feet. Do you need to bring your feet a little bit apart? Do you want to have them together? Just go with what feels good for you. We're going to step the right foot forward, nice big step forward, into that deep hip flexor stretch. Reaching up with the right arm, looking up to the sky. Hand comes down, push that right foot back out, left leg comes forward. Reaching the left arm up, eyes to the ceiling, open through the chest, open through the back. Hand comes down, well done. Coming out into your straight, strong plank. Now you've got the option of just stepping your feet in, or you can jump your feet in, a little hop. And you're going to come up, arms come up nice and high. Back to your prayer position. Well done. Okay, so next up we're going to do a little bit of work, balance work. So to do this, you're going to step one foot forward, other foot goes behind you. You're going to point your toes on that back foot. Arms up nice and high. Just going to move myself so I'm in the right position. And then you're going to drop your hands forward and your leg nice and long behind you. You're going to hold it there. Little softness in the supporting leg to help you with your balance. Hold, hold, hold. Well done. Drop that toe down. Hands come down. Same thing on the other leg. Breathing in. Find your balance. And then you're going to nice and long. Good. Drop that foot down, coming up to standing. Well done. Bring your feet together, arms down by your side. Right, I'm going to turn around, face the front. Okay, next up, you're just going to roll yourself down. Hands hang down nice and long. So I like to imagine that I'm an elephant here with a really nice big long trunk. And you're just going to swing your hands from side to side. Let your head hang long and heavy. Breathe it in and out. Good. Coming up. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your feet apart. And you're going to reach one arm up and over, stretching out into your side bend. Good. Arms come out to a T. And you're just going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Side bending. Good, and hands come back down to the side, walk your feet in together, and then you're going to come up onto your toes, arms come up nice and high, reaching up high as you can, tip onto your tiptoes as high as you can, nice deep breath in and out here,
Good. Breathing out, hands down by your side, little shoulder roll, and you're all done. So I really hope that you feel that that's set you up well for the day. So keep moving and don't forget to keep up with your stretches. Thanks for joining me.